Hello guys, welcome to my channel once again. So today we'll have a look at the basics of time, speed and distance. This is a new topic. So as you all know, this is an integral part of every competitive exams. So you shouldn't miss these topics. So you can score about 2 or 3 marks in the exam. So we'll discuss the basics of time and distance. Then we'll do some problems. We'll look some formulas. So that we can make it easier. Okay, this is the third topic I am uploading. If you haven't seen, please check the ratio and proportion and time and work videos. The link will be given in the description given below. So try to do the problems, and if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment box. And then I will be uploading the easy method for multiplication with 9 today itself. Then also please watch this. Now what I mean by time and what are its units? As you all know what is time, the unit will be hour, minute, seconds, day, year, etc. So an hour consists of 60 minutes and a minute consists of 60 seconds. So in our problems it will be given in hours and seconds or minutes. So we have to convert this hours into seconds or second into hours. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. And what about 1 minute? 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 1 hour means 60 minutes. That 60 minutes means 60 into 60 seconds. That will be 3600 seconds. Okay, so we have understood what is second, what is a minute. A minute is 60 seconds, an hour is 60 minutes, that is 360 seconds. Now what is distance? Distance is the length of space between 2 points. Distance is the length of space between 2 points, or the distance between, or the length between two objects. Space between two objects, length of space between 2 points or 2 objects. If 2 objects are like this, then the space between them will be the distance. Okay, what are the units? Miles, kilometers, millimeters, centimeters, yards, etc. will be the units used for the measurement of distance. So generally we use kilometers or meters or centimeters for doing the problems. So it is important to convert meter into kilometer. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Centi means 100. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Then what is the meaning of kilo? Kilo means 1000. So what does 1 kilometer means? Kilo means 1000. Sorry, kilo means 1000. So 1 kilometer means 1000 meter. That is 1000 meters. Okay, so we got what is 1 meter and what is 1 kilometer. Now what is speed? Speed is distance covered in a particular period of time. So distance distance traveled per unit of time is equal to speed. Distance by speed, it can be given by d by t. Now what are the units? If distance by time, it will be kilometer per hour sorry, or meter per second. Okay, the usual units are kilometer per hour or meter per second. Okay, so in many questions it will be either given in meter and you have to convert it into kilometer per hour. Sometimes it will be given in kilometer per hour and we have to convert it into meter per second. Sometimes it will be given vice versa, that is meter per second and we have to convert it into kilometer per hour. Now conversion of kilometer per hour. What is 1 kilometer? 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. And what about 1 hour? It is 3600 seconds. So 1 kilometer per hour means 1000 by 3600 meter per second. Now the double zeros can be cut down. Then 10 by 36 we can cut by 2, that is 5 and 18. So 1 kilometer per hour is 5 by 18 seconds. If 1 kilometer per hour is 5 meter per 18 seconds, whatever the value of kilometer per hour, you have to multiply by 5 by 18. And for vice versa, if meter per second is asked to be converted into kilometer per hour, we have to multiply by 18 by 5. Okay, you have to study one thing only, that is 5 by 18 for converting kilometer to meter per second. Now these are the equations related to speed, distance and time. Distance by time, speed is equal to distance by time, and for converting kilometer per hour, it is multiply x into 5 by 18. What about meter per second to 2 kilometer per hour? X into 18 by 5. Now if the rate of the speeds are A is to B, then the ratio of the time taken will be the reciprocal, that is 1 by A is to 1 by B. Okay, so it gives you B is to A. And the next equation is average speed, that we'll discuss. If the same distance is covered in two different speeds, if the same distance, if AB is the distance and it is covered in two different speeds, that is x miles per hour or x kilometer per hour and y kilometer per hour, then the average speed will be 2 into x plus y. Okay, 2 into xy divided by x plus y. Product of the speeds divided by the addition of the speeds will be the average speed when same distance is covered. Now look at this. If the distance is same and time is different, then the average speed will be 2xy divided by x plus y, that is 2ab divided by a plus b. And what about if the distance is different and the time is same? Then we have to add the speed x plus y divided by 2, average. Okay, average of the speeds, that if 2 speeds are given, then x plus y by 2. If 3 speeds are given, x plus y plus z by 3. Okay, so if the if the distance is same, then 2ab by a plus b. Now express the speed of 18 km per hour in meter per second. So we have studied that what to do when kilometer per hour is to be converted into meter per second. It has to be multiplied by 5 by 18. So here 18 km per hour into sorry, into 5 by 18, that is 5 meter per second. Okay, 5 meter per second. So we will move on to the first question now. A man covers a certain distance by car driving 70 km per hour and return back to the starting point riding on scooter at 55 km per hour. Find his average speed for the whole journey. Okay, this is the question. So we have been given two speeds, so we have to find the average speed. Okay, so here the distance is same. The distance is same. So average speed is equal to, what is the equation? 2 into xy by x plus y. 2 into xy by x plus y, and x and y are the two different speeds. Okay, so it is given 2 into, what are the speeds? 70 and 75. 55, sorry. So 70 into 55 divided by 70 plus 55, that gives you 2 into 70 into 55 divided by 125. Okay, so 55 and 125 gets cancelled by 5, it's 11, and in the bottom it's 25, and with 5 we can cancel 70 by 14, and here it's 5. Now 14 into 2 is 28. So 28 into 11. So we have seen how to multiply with 11. Please check the video if you don't know. 8, then 2 plus 8, that is 10, 0 here, 1 is a remainder, 1 plus 2, that gives 309 divided by 5, that gives you 61.6. A man covers a certain distance between his house and office on scooter having an average speed of 30 km per hour. He is late by 10 minutes, and with the speed of 40 km per hour, he reaches his office 5 minutes earlier. find the distance between his house and his office. So, in this question, two speeds are given. The time by which he is early and late is also given. We have to find the distance. Okay, what all are given? Speeds are given and time is also given. Now, this is his house and this is his office. And what is the distance that we have to find? Okay. So, he goes by scooter with 30 km per hour, and then with 30 km per hour he is late by 10 minutes. Okay, he goes to his office from home. He goes with a speed of 30 km per hour and he is late by 10 minutes. Now, when he goes at 40 km speed, 40 km per hour speed, he is early by 5 minutes. Okay, he is early by 5 minutes. So, now the distance is same. Okay, both the distance is same, the time is different. So, we know that from his house to office, if it is x kilometer, that is, if we take the distance as x kilometer, then we know that the time taken will be, the difference in the time will be time taken at the first journey, that is travelling at 30 km per hour will be d by s, distance by speed, that will be x divided by 30. Okay, time taken, speed is 1 is equal to 30. So, x by 30. And what about the time taken the second journey with the speed of 40 km per hour? It would be d by speed, that will be x by 40 hours. So, 40 hours. Now, what is the difference between the time taken by these two journeys? So, difference between the time is x by 30 minus x by 40 sorry, x by 30 minus x by 40, which is equal to difference between the time, that is 10 minutes late and 5 minutes early, which gives you 15 minutes of the overall difference. Okay, the overall difference between the time is 15 minutes. So, x by 30 minus x by 40 gives 15 minutes, that is 50 by 60 hours. Okay. So, we can write x by 30 minus x by 40 is equal to, the difference between the time is 15 by 60 hours. So, we can know that 15 and 60 gets cancelled by 1 by 4, okay, and becomes 1 by 4. So, x by 30 minus x by 40 is equal to 1 by 4. Taking the LCM, 30 and 40, 120 becomes the LCM. So, 4 into x, 4x minus 3 into x is equal to 1 by 4. 4 minus 3 by into x. Okay. So, x is equal to 120 by 4, that gives you the answer 30. So, x equal to 30 kilometer. So, 30 is the distance between his house and his office. Okay. Now, this is a usual method. Now, we can find the formula which we can directly apply in the question. So, the direct formula, when the distance is same and the two speeds are given and the time difference is given, what formula we have to use? So, the required formula is distance is equal to the two speeds are given. So, product of the speeds divided by difference between the speeds into time, difference between the time t1 and t2. Okay. Now, that is S1 S2 into D is equal to S1 into S2 divided by S1 minus S2 into T1 minus T2. This is when distance is same. Okay, distance is same. So, now we can apply directly. S1 is given, that is 30 km per hour, and S2 is given, that is 40 km per hour. and time difference T1 is equal to, he is late by 10 minutes. Sorry, S1 is given, that is 30 km per hour, and S2 is equal to 40 km per hour, and T1 is given 10 and T2 is given 5 minutes. Okay, this is in minutes, we have to convert in hours. Okay. Now S1 S2 into T1 minus T2 divided by S1 minus S2. Okay. Now what is S1 S2? 30 into 40 gives you 1200. What about S1 minus S2? 30 minus 40 we get 10. And what about T1 minus T2? 0 and 0 get cancelled. What is T1 minus T2? Minus 10 minus 5, because he is early by 5 minutes. Minus 5, that gives you minus 15. So 120 into 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. Now 120 into 15 by 60 hours. Okay, we have to convert it into hours. So 60 and 120 get cancelled by 2, then 15 into 2, that gives you 30 km. Okay, so the distance is 30 km. Here now we can use the formula directly when this type of question is asked. What is the equation? S1 S2 into divided by difference of S1 and S2 into difference of the time. This equation can be only used when the distance is same. We will move on to the next question. A man walking at the speed of 5 km per hour reaches his target 5 minutes late. If he walks at a speed of 6 km per hour, he reaches on time. Find the distance of his target from his house. Okay, this is a question. In the given question, the two speeds S1 and S2 are given and times are given. 5 minutes late and he is on time on the second speed. So applying the formula, when S1 and S2 are given. Okay, what is S1 and what is S2? S1 is equal to 5 km per hour and S2 is equal to, S1 is 5 km per hour and S2 is equal to 6 km per hour. Okay, T1 and T2 is given. T1 is 5 minutes late and T2 is equal to, he reaches on time, and so that is equal to 0. Okay, now what is the equation to find the distance when these values are given? S1 into S2 divided by S1 minus S2 into T1 minus T2. Okay, what is S1 and S2? 5 and 6, which gives you 5 into 6, that is 30, divided by, okay, S1 minus S2 into T1 minus T2, that is equal to 5 minus 0. So it's this 5 minutes, so 5 by 60 hours. S1 minus S2 is equal to 6 minus 5, that gives you 1. So it gets cancelled by 2, then 2.5. Okay. So the distance is 2.5 km. By directly substituting the values into the equation, we can save time. Okay. So next question, a boy walking at a speed of 10 km per hour reaches, it is not reaches, it is reaches the school 15 minutes late. Next time he increases the speed by 2 km per hour, but still he is late by 5 minutes. Find the distance of his school from his house. So here also the two speeds are given and the two times by which he is early and late is given. Okay. Okay. Now S1 is equal to 10 and T1 is equal to 15. S2 is equal to, what is S2? It increases the speed by 2, so it becomes 12 km per hour. What is T2? Now he is 5 minutes early. Okay, 5 minutes late. So distance is equal to S1 into S2 to T1 minus T2 divided by S1 minus S2. Okay, so 10 into 12 becomes 120 divided by 10 minus 12, it becomes 2, and T1 minus T2 it becomes minus 15 minus minus 5. It's late now, 5 minutes late, so minus 5. So it becomes 10. So 120 into 10 divided by 2 divided by 60 to convert it into hours. So 120 by 2 into 10 by 60. Okay. So 12, it gives 10. That is 10 kilometer. Okay, so we have found the distance. It is 10 kilometer. A boy goes to school at a speed of 3 kilometer per hour and returns to village at a speed of 2 kilometer per hour. If it takes 5 hours in all, what is the distance between the village and the school? Okay, this is a question. So here S1 and S2 are given and the total time taken by him is also given. Okay, so from his house to school, he takes 3 kilometer per hour and 2 kilometer per hour when he returns. So the time taken, the total time taken is 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours. So if the distance is x, let x be the distance. Okay, school and house. If let x be the distance between the school and house, then t is equal to x by 3 kilometer per hour plus x by 2 kilometer per hour, and we know that the total time taken is 5, so this is equal to 5 hours. Okay, so we got an equation, x by 3 plus x by 2 is equal to 5. X by 2 is equal to 5. Now what is LCM? 6. 2x plus 3x is equal to 5, that is 5x. 5x is equal to 5 into 6. 5 and 5 gets cancelled and x is equal to 6. Okay, so this is a conventional method. We can do this problem by using an equation, that is when two speeds and the total time taken is given, then we can use a direct formula. That will be, equation is the required distance will be equal to total time taken into S1 into S2, distance is equal to S into T. Okay, so next T into speed will be the next factor. Okay, so the product of the speeds divided by, what are the speeds? S1 and S2. Okay, product of the speed, that is S1 into S2 divided by, the total time is given, so we have to add the speeds, that is total speeds. So T into S1 into S2 divided by S1 plus S2, that gives you. Now in the question, what is S1 and S2? S1 is T total time is 5, S1 and S2 is 3 and 2, so 3 into 2 divided by 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2, that is 5. So 5 and 5 gets cancelled and 3 into 2 gives 6 kilometer. Okay. Try and practice more questions based on this topic. In the next video also we will be discussing more problems and more shortcuts. So hope you like this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe. Bye.